welcome back to yet another episode of ASKA. This is episode 5, and we're gonna continue with a lot of these builds that we're doing. We're also gonna cover some more grinding, but first of all, I'm gonna do some exploration. So meanwhile, I'm out exploring a little. I'm gonna make some of the builds that the villagers are gonna work on, and then I'm gonna make myself some weapons and then go out and explore. We might even encounter a couple of fights here and there. Let's see. We got 4, 5, 6 people in that one. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 people in that one. 5th one coming in, which is good. So that means I can basically run away for a little. We can start with crafting some stuff that I need. We need some rope, we need some stone and sticks. Here we go. So some of the stuff I'm gonna show off today is a little vital to the survival of the camp, and to further progress what you're about to do with your camp as well. So let's head on out, I believe. Let's make the extensions before we go. So let's craft the weaver there, and then the leather worker. Because I got the buff from my chieftain hut, I can now run for longer. We can get some more exploration done in a short amount of time. I should get my health back up as well, but you know what? Let's do that. It is kind of stupid to go out with half health, especially when you're exploring. As you can see on the bottom here, my health bar is slowly progressing because I'm laying down in the healing place. Usually there's a witch doctor here, which is the person I assigned yesterday for the healing hut. She then comes over and then like, it looks like she's hitting you, but yeah, she's actually just healing you up like faster. You gain, I believe it's 5 to 7 HP per hit that she does with the birch leaves. There we go. The health is back up. Also gonna wait for the buff to go out now, so I'm just gonna chop some trees meanwhile, so we can refresh that buff. So I filled up on some food, I filled up on some drinks, so that's good. Just gonna freshen up that, and also made sure that everything is in place here. I also did place a weaver, which the villagers are gonna work on. Then we're basically ready to set off and take a look at the world around us. We are gonna do some building as well in this episode, but basically right now it's the weaver that's kind of important. Then after doing some exploring, we're gonna do some more building later on. We're also gonna have this one up and running. Oh, before I go, assign newcomer. There he is. And I'm just gonna keep him as a builder as well for now. Let's head on out. Let's explore the world. As you know, I've run this place a couple of times before in this direction, so it's nothing new to see right now. But now we're gonna cross that little hillside there that is further into the map. Also picking up some stuff on the way, obviously. So always make sure to clean out your inventory, gain some food, some health, drinks and all that stuff, because it's really important to have when you're out exploring. Jotun blood as usual, really good to have. I'm not gonna pick up stones and such, It is only focused on the important stuff right now. It is such a beautiful game. I love the landscape around here. Everything is randomly generated, seed by seed. But the fact that this is the look you get, it is quite beautiful. Gonna head on down here for a little, and I believe, if I'm not mistaken, if I cross that tree line right there, we're gonna hit the beach again. Oh, be an animal. This is quite interesting. That is a wolf. A little tip in case of attacking a wolf or a wolf attacking you, I would highly recommend for you to wait for them to do the first attack and then you can attack them. We found a wolf right then. There's another wolf there as well. Oh, two. As you can see, they don't really do anything until you go over to them. They can also make you bleed, so be wary of that. I think we got another wolf. Is he coming this way or? Yeah, go towards him, roll back, then attack. As you can see, these little piles, there's two of them, they got a health bar. So in this case, you can attack these. And then this is a little warning that something is about to happen here. So spoiler alert, if you haven't seen this before, I would turn down the sound and maybe skip ahead right now. So what happens when you attack this one is that you are gonna spawn a boss. In this case, because it's a wolf, we all know the beloved story of Fenrir. Fenrir is the first of many bosses. It's quite hard to fight. I would not recommend with the setup that I have now with the tools. I would not recommend to fight him. I would wait and then get some better tools and such to actually fight him. So we're gonna leave him for now. We're gonna do some more exploring. So that is the first of many places that you're gonna find around the map when it comes to enemies. And that was a wolf then. I'm not gonna tell you right off the bat what's out there, but it is quite interesting, quite funny. So there is a specific thing that we're kind of looking for right now. That one specific thing is there is also a very specific thing that we're kind of looking for right now. There we go. We found a jogger field. This is not what we're looking for right now, though. The jogger field you kind of want to stay away from because of that. I don't really have the proper tools to fight this guy, but I'm gonna try anyways. So what he does is he hits his shield, then he wants you to attack him. And the first hits you do, he's gonna block. Eventually the shield breaks, and then you can properly attack him. As you saw, I had to do a lot of dodging. He also hit quite hard, especially when you don't have any armor and all the proper tools, well, weapons that you need. And we got a large spire. So I was kind of unlucky with my first playthrough myself, because this large spire wasn't even existing in my playthrough. As I said, it's random what you get. The seeds are random. So in this case, I'm just gonna run because I saw it was at least 7 of them coming towards me. And there is no way for me to fight them right now. We're gonna keep exploring. In this case, we're gonna cover this middle ground and this bottom section here. So let's actually put up a waypoint right there so we know which direction we're going in. We're going in a direction towards our base. Oh, what's this? Oh, we got the stone Jotun arena. As you can see, there's stone statues around. There's a huge platform in the middle. And this is not something I've experienced myself, but I can just imagine how horrible this is gonna be. Keep on walking. As I said, there's something really special. Well, not special, but it's special enough that we're kind of looking for right now. No longer have my stamina buff either, so running now takes a little time. First, we're gonna have a little sleep. Well, there we go. We got the both back up again. The first thing I'm gonna do is make some tools. So I know that's in order. The wisps are the small creatures that you see on the beach. Somehow it got up here. I don't really know why. It doesn't really matter, but as you can see now, they don't get their sleep, and that's kind of bad. We want them to sleep. Hopefully they'll go back to bed real soon. I need to clear out my inventory again before we go on another trip. I am, on the other hand, gonna bring some rope. Gonna have it for a marker whenever I need. We are gonna summon another one. I thrive in the serene night, enduring the cold with greater fortitude than others. It's actually a really good trait, so let's make another marker right there. As I said before in a previous episode, it doesn't take too long to run from like your village and to your first marker like I'm doing right now. It's actually fairly short, but it's kind of good not to have a too big of a map, but I guess at a later point I kind of hope they'll expand or even make another map, like a new one, or yeah, you know. The game is still early access, can't really complain, and I'm really happy with how the game looks and how the game acts, and quite enjoy this game a lot. The only thing I kind of want to do right now is to place a marker. We can actually have the hunter going up here. The hunter marker is quite big as well, so it covers a lot of ground. I want to place it as near as possible on this side, because as you remember, behind us right now we got the stone. Wasn't it there? Yeah, there, stone arena. We don't want the hunter poking near that thing. We are gonna continue our exploration, so we're gonna go down south. I have a little feeling that we're gonna find what we're looking for down there. Got a big beautiful oak tree here. This is a perfect place to build a base, to be honest. Like, this is definitely a place I would use. The only thing is, when you start out like you're a beginner in this game, looking for this place, sure, do it. But a lot of these trees you can't even cut down. As you can see, I don't even have the tools to do that. So keep that in mind when you find a base. A lot of stuff you can't do right off the bat. Got another wolf then. Gonna get a little closer so I can get it to react and show on my map. There we go. I'm gonna run off as well. Oh, unexplored cave. Now, unexplored cave is the little special thing that we were kind of looking for. Now, where is that wolf? I heard him coming over here. We are both lucky and a little unlucky in this case, because as you can see here, we also have a large cemetery. Skeleton trying to shoot me. Not too afraid of the skeletons right now, at least. Well, not the bow skeleton. As you can see, this is an unexplored cave. If you click Z as usual, you can see that there is a cave entrance. In this case, you need to build... Is there a wolf behind me? Yeah. How was... So in this case, you need to make a cave entrance. So you need to build that right here. Then you make the entrance down to the cave. I don't really like that the cemetery is this close. Like it's right there. But right now, this is kind of my only option. So I'm gonna keep this in mind. Actually gonna do this so I can see it all the time. Then we're gonna keep on exploring down towards here, and maybe if we're lucky we'll find another cave, or see if we even need to use that cave. Got some beautiful open fields, and right over there I see something that I really don't want to mess with. So right there, that is a bear. So I'm not going anywhere near that one, because I know for a fact it's strong. It's a bear. So we're gonna head on back here for a little, so we can have a glance at the cemetery from the other side. The good news is that you don't necessarily have to be at home to tend to the new villager, because right now he's homeless, and when he's homeless, he doesn't like that. Like, he's gonna be miserable within like really short time. On the right side, as I mentioned before, you can click the building that we're gonna assign him to. Then you can assign him from here. Now he was a night person, so he's also gonna get the night schedule. Yet another builder for now, just because I don't really know where to place him. We are coming down south and we're hitting the beach. But now the good news about this is that, knowing that we ran all the way from here and all the way down here, I can now actually go down to the beach right here. I can also cover the beach and upwards towards my own camp, knowing there's a lot of thatch here. And even see if I can bring some with me. The only reason I'm bringing some with me right now is because I know that the person I placed in the house right now, the cottage, he was the 6th person coming into that cottage. And me liking to have only 6 person within one cottage, I need to make another one, and I also need to make more beds. But as I said, this is good news, knowing there's a long beach up ahead. The only thing I need to actually figure out now is if there's any enemies in between. So if there is, I need to plan ahead. If there's not, I can actually send people down here, pick up thatch and all the stuff that we need. You can also have multiple bases. I can make a small base down here if I want. Have someone traveling in between the bases, bringing supplies back and forth. There is a little trick to that I'm gonna show off later on. Kind of want to cover up the inland as much as possible. Now I kind of want to see what's up here, because we're also looking for that second cave, if there is any. We don't know. Hopefully there is. Yet another wolf art then. I'm gonna let them follow me for a while because, as I said, my stamina right now is kind of bad. This is not really a fight I want to have right now, but gotta sacrifice something for sake of exploration. So now I definitely need to get back home. Oi, 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 that's another wolf. So right now I'm kind of in a little pickle, but I think we're gonna do fine. I don't believe I should engage in any other fight with any wolves or anything right now. These wisps are basically harmless for me because I kill them so fast. But in general, I would not be able to fight anything. How far away are we from the base? Okay. Not too far away, but it's far enough. So as I mentioned before, having someone to play with to kind of cover the other side of the map or the top side of the map or whatever would be really good right now. Because the exploration in general is going to take a lot of my time, which I should maybe essentially use for something else. Who knows? Also see that the woodcutter I got, he still doesn't take down the trees that he needs to, because now there should be these two builds. They should actually be done by now. But apparently that's not happening. I am on a break. Isn't that typical? Like right as I lay down, he went on a break. That's what you get when you have leisure time set up the way I do. So during the middle of the night and during the work hours, they take out leisure time whenever they want. Means I just have to stay here for a little longer. Not something I really want to, but it happened, sadly. We also got a warning on the left side of the screen right there, which was a warning for summer. It's about to end. We're gonna go into autumn. It's gonna start getting colder. We're gonna have to focus on some of the builds, especially the weaver one. We also gotta focus on getting a lot of resources to make some clothes, especially for yourself. That's first and foremost. They got spoken by a wisp again. So I'm guessing I need to put up some kind of defense right there. Pulling this together because of the clothes, that is most important right now. I know where one of the caves are. Hopefully we can find another that's better placed, because I really didn't like the placement of the one that we found, and that is because it's right next to the cemetery, and we need to have villagers going up there, and they need to be working in that mine in order to gather the stuff that's in there. Next on the conquest list to do is to actually get into those mines. I only now notice that the rain comes through the roof of the buildings as well. Hopefully that's something they'll fix, or at least keep in mind, because right now it's raining in here as well. Kind of looks a little sad. I know for a fact that inside the buildings during the winter as well, there's actually snow inside, and that doesn't really look good. But you know, they're small things. We're gonna have to keep helping them with cutting some wood, so we can get these two builds done, and then start focusing on getting the leatherworker station up and running as well. Day 15, and we're keeping on chopping some wood. As I said, we need to get those builds up and running. It is more important now than ever, since the summer is coming to an end, as I mentioned before. And we're gonna have to focus a little on getting the really essential stuff that we need. We have about 7-8 days until winter, since it's based on the days here. I believe it's 21 or 24, I can't quite remember. And hitting that marker means it's winter. The days are displayed up by the minimap, so there we go. We even broke our axe. There's quite a bit of resources right now. Hopefully that helps. Now both the builders are running over there, so that's good. First thing I'm gonna do is get the leatherworking station up and running. Build the leatherworking station right here. No. That is so sad. Okay, so I'm gonna have a problem in a second. That is gonna be a real big problem as well. There is. No, no. Come this way. Do I have any people with weapons? Oh, he is. Yeah. As you can see, he's got quite a bit of health. There is literally no way for me to get him to die on my own. Oh, you gotta move, dude. I don't know if it's possible for me to just kite him around until he leaves. Trying to kill him is not gonna happen. Yeah. Oh, I am so dead. This is so horrible. Okay, so that actually worked. I could kite him around and then he leaves. But as I was saying, now I got like 3 HP left. And that was horrible. Horrible, horrible, horrible. There is no way for me to actually take on a bear by myself. So, knowing that we already had a bear attack, I actually need to get the barracks up and running so we can have some people training there. And we definitely need some better tools and weapons. But yeah, now you got to see how horrible it actually can be, and it's quite horrible. There, we got a new weapon, at least a club. It's better than nothing. But in general, it doesn't really help us much. What's happening here? I need berry bait. Well, again with this little bug. Pause it. You got plenty. Okay, let's get a barrack up and running right away. I think I want the barrack here. Would be a natural place for us to have it as well. Have it here. So the light I'm working on, the little torch down here, that is actually for keeping enemies away. I don't believe it takes away all the enemies, but in general the enemies don't near the torch unless it's an attack or something. But it's really helpful towards the wisps that's been attacking my little cottage here during the night. Which also reminds me, I need to also set up a new cottage. Do that right away. There, we got our first fighter. There we go. Now he's gonna be training there during the night. He's also gonna attack whenever there's somebody trying to attack our city. There is another thing I kind of want to mention as well. When you go over to the different things and let's say you want to move this. When you dismantle this, make sure beforehand that you empty the storage. Because if you dismantle this with stuff inside is just gonna disappear, which is not good. Like, all the stuff that's here, you really need that. Okay, so as you can see here, this is a list of everything that they are supposed to gather. Right now, what you can do, you can click on the arrows on the side and you can change priority of everything, or you can select one by one and change the priority one by one. Because it's so close to the winter, I'm gonna focus on firewood. I'm also gonna focus on sticks, more thatch, and then we need to have fibers, bark, log, and long stick. The resin isn't that important. As you can see, the storage is also full. Well, almost. Thank you for tuning in and watching my videos. Thank you so much for all the support in this channel. Remember to click that subscribe button, it's free. Keep on rocking, and I'll see you next time.